There's one asset class. So I'm going to tell you how to protect yourself. There's one asset class, just one, that benefits from every one of those uncertainties. And that's Bitcoin. Look at conflict with China. It's not going to be good for banks. Energy, stocks are trading really at very expensive levels right now. Yes, oil prices have gone up. It doesn't mean necessarily they are going to have higher profits coming off incredible lows. But remember, they're being held back from drilling with, the environment and all these groups out there on the board now, and carbon credits and all this stuff. So you're not going to see the same profits they had at $8 oil 5 years ago as they are now. Is it a great trade? Yeah, the charts look good. It's probably going to go higher. I wouldn't say pour all your money into energy right now at these levels. When I look at Bitcoin, it's a great play on inflation, as we've seen. The fixed amount of supply, or coins. It's a great play on reckless government spending, because the government can't really touch it. They're trying, but they're not going to regulate, and they can't regulate it right now here. They can't ban crypto. They can't ban Bitcoin. And maybe some crypto issues and say a lot of these are securities, which is, I think, will happen eventually, which is great for security tokens because they're doing it the right way like we are. I mean, China is a reason why China just banned Bitcoin, crypto 6 times this year alone. Can't get your money out. Wonder why. It's a little crazy there. Nobody's going to move the money. Nope. Make sure. Now we're controlling the banks, everything. They'll probably announce next week they're going to ban it again, and maybe Bitcoin falls. It's going to be another buying opportunity. But you're going to see more Evergrande issues pop up in China. You see other countries like El Salvador adopt it. I mean, El Salvador is taking Bitcoin as legal tender. And this wasn't something that was just passed by a bunch of crazy people. They have something called the Legislative Assembly, which has 84 members. 62 of those voted this through. That's a massive amount. And that passed on September 7th. You're going to see more of this. I know some of you are thinking, this is some crazy trend in Bitcoin. I don't know. It's too speculative. Jimmy Dimon says Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. There's so many people coming out. Bitcoin's going to zero. These are mostly gold bugs. Like Peter Schiff thinks it's coming to zero. Going to zero, 000 for the last 10 years. I've been saying that, and this thing's been going higher and higher and higher. And you're losing your case and your reputations by saying that gold's a better play. You should be in both. I'm in both. Gold has been doing crappy for a while, but uranium was doing crappy for a while, too. I think you'll have a day in the sun when people are looking for, hey, this is a good value here, just like uranium. And you're going to see hedge funds pouring into this thing. I think you'll see that with gold. But, man, you just say Bitcoin's going to zero. You've been hearing about this, right? So you think some crazy trend. But for someone like me that's been engulfed in this industry, knows it very well, some of the best contacts in the field, I've interviewed leaders in this space. We are in the very early stages of growth when it comes to crypto. I compare it to the internet, like the mid-1990s. And you're going to see massive growth coming from different areas. Now, what do we have in 2017? It was like the wild, wild west out there. Kids are raising $25 million for stupid projects that seem like good ideas. Storage on the blockchain, which we really don't need. It's not a necessity. People feel like a lot of their documents are protected. Yes, we see breaches here and there, but not to the point where I have to use your token in order to provide safety on your blockchain. No. Your pizza coin, selfie coin, Dogecoin. You look at those projects, they're only tied to the coin, the crypto, as a utility. There's no value in it. It doesn't matter about profits. It's how you could use that token. If you could use a token, that's a utility, then the value is going to go up because you're taking supply off the market. You're having people own it and using it for different things. If it had no utility, it's worthless. And most of these companies, even today, they don't have a lot of utilities for their token, which basically makes that coin worthless. And we saw that. 2017, big crash. It came back. Ups and downs, kind of like what we saw with the internet. When it comes to uses, look at Binance Coin. And that could be used to lower your trading fees on that platform. Management burns tokens pretty much every quarter, I believe. They can be used by numerous things, to book flights. That makes it valuable. This coin alone is up, I think it's up 25 to 27x for us in our crypto intelligence portfolio. 27x. And it's over like 32 months. And we did see a lot of crap being produced in this space. And then what? The market crashed in 2018. We had our ups and downs in 2019, 2020. When we look at today, it's not easy to launch these BS projects anymore. Everybody's watching. You're not seeing tons of ICOs. The ones that do come out are backed by big venture funds, hedge funds. Anderson Horowitz, Pantera Capital, NCG Ventures, even Fidelity, Bain Capital, Tiger Global. These guys are investing in some of the biggest projects, which are now billion-dollar companies, like BlockFi. But most of these projects coming out, they're raising $20 million plus, have really great technology, and they have good backers. And they're raising this because the trends inside crypto right now are absolutely incredible. And you're looking at the growth potential here. Again, like you saw the growth potential during the internet boom in the mid-1990s. That was a long time ago. Maybe people listening to this don't understand. These are when companies just figured out, holy cow, we need a website. They're launching their websites. 1 page, 2 page. Well, we should get a couple more pages. Wow, it should be a link here. It was massive. This is all new. Domain companies were jockeying for position. In 1994, Amazon came out and said, hey, we have a way to disrupt how you purchase and read books. That's what Amazon was all about back then. And it was huge. It was revolutionary. And they continue to innovate. We know where they are now. The Palm Pilot was the most amazing thing, which eventually led to the smartphone. They didn't innovate too well. 1998 was when Google was founded. It's not that long ago. Well, maybe you could say it. I'm getting older. But that was 1998. I remember when that company IPO'd, nobody wanted it. It was like, I think it was like $80 or something. Nobody wanted Google when it came out, when it IPO'd. Nobody wanted it. But this was search engines were popping up everywhere since there was no direction. We needed something that helped navigate this massive universe we were just learning about. It took a long time for people to get emails, to scale where people had emails. Where they were using, bank accounts and online banking and trading online and stuff. This is even before that. It took a while. Now it's normal, and no matter how old you are, that's the curve, and you're learning all this stuff. That's what we are in crypto right now. And the early stage trends that have the potential to disrupt the world, I'll name a few. One of them is DeFi, which has been doing well. A lot of stocks or cryptos within that space. DeFi stands for decentralized finance. If you look at Wall Street, a place I worked all my life, one of the few places where we didn't see tons of disruption, where the internet alone changed the games in terms of eliminating the middlemen, paying unnecessary fees. You look at Wall Street firms, they charge a fortune for what? For their services. They bring in these large investors into new ideas, they underwrite the companies, and they bring them public, get a handsome fee, along with likely shares of that company. Then what? They sell the issue to their clients, make massive trading fees as their clients continue to trade this security over whatever time period. It's a perfect business model, but it's fees on top of fees on top of fees. They say, well, maybe that's not that big of a deal. And you don't see the behind the scenes stuff. Like, how disruptive can this technology be? Look at Robinhood. And giving young investors a platform to trade on, even cryptos, instead of never, ever, 99% of these people, never, ever being able to be part of that Goldman, Morgan Stanley boys club. Look at the way money is transferred. I mean, even from banks, or wires is still $30, $40, whatever it is. Even international, it's more. Now, the ways to do this seamlessly using crypto with super low transactions, where middlemen don't rob you and collect those fees. I gotta tell you, you may not think that's a big deal, but I want you to do me a favor. Next time you're at Starbucks, if you go to Starbucks, a lot of people have the app, pay for your coffee using Bitcoin. It may require you to sign up. I think they have Bakkt, which is their app, and you can put Bitcoin in the wallet. Probably take less than 10 minutes to sign up and transfer Bitcoin to that account. But once you pay, take a look at the receipt. Because it's going to say 0 transaction fees. Because when you use a credit card, that extra fee is up to 3.5%, 2.5%, 3%. For most companies, even charged to my company when we do transactions online, which is our business. Every time you do transactions, that they take a piece of it. That's a massive, massive percentage when it comes to margins. When it comes to profits, massive. You want to find a way to increase your profits. 3% is a big deal. So when you look at the numbers, there are hundreds of billions. I checked this out, did a little research. Hundreds of billions of transactions made using credit cards all over the globe. This results in consumers spending $18 trillion annually to buy their favorite stuff. That's all together. So around $5 trillion of this is through credit cards. So again, including hundreds of billions of transactions every year, which credit card firms made $51 billion last year in transaction fees. I'm not talking about interest fees on the credit cards. That was another $76 billion. I'm not talking about that. This is just transaction fees. If you want to put that $51 billion in perspective, marijuana, an industry, massive growth trend, everyone loves to invest in, legalizing in state by state, continuing all around where medicinals like almost legal, I won't say everywhere in every state, but what is it? I mean, more and more states for recreational use are approving marijuana. It's great. You got all these stuff. Combined cannabis sales totaled $17.5 billion last year in the U.S. You think that's a massive trend? Again, credit card firms made $51 billion in these transaction fees. There's a way to avoid that. There's a reason why. MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, Square. Why do you think they're investing in Bitcoin? They have to. They have no choice. That's where we're going. And this is just one small thing inside the massive DeFi megatrend where we use crypto. To what? To eliminate the middlemen who really do not create anything or make anything. I mean, they make products like CDOs, mortgage-backed securities, to generate even more money for themselves. But the whole world's about eliminating the middlemen, and that's how you increase margins, and that's how you provide the end use where you want to disrupt markets. It's got to be a better experience, and a better experience means paying less money for the things that you do. It makes the cost go down for you, the customer. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, is another massive trend. This is like digital art. Massive, massive market. But a lot of this will be crap, and it is crap that's coming out, just like most cryptos are crap in 2017. But there's tons of value buying something original that's on the internet, from Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, famous artists, celebrities. There's massive demand for that. Crypto, that's the backbone for this technology. Whether it's Ethereum or other ways and other blockchain, other ways you get smart contracts. Again, I don't want to go into it because some of those are in our portfolios. Massive trend. And then we have the biggest trend of all. Security tokens. Tokenization. So what we did here, launching our Curzio Equity Owners token. Now we're seeing this industry explode. The tokenization of art. Where anyone can own a piece of something, or some of the best art pieces ever drawn. You can own commercial real estate, a piece of commercial real estate. Big bonds or instruments that pay interest, high fixed interest. But you're seeing this market, it's going to explode. It's starting to explode. We're seeing it. If you don't believe me, if you think I'm talking my book here, just type security token news in Google and then hit the news link. And see for yourself what's been going on. Just go back the last 2 months, last few weeks. The news in this is absolutely incredible. Why am I bringing this up right now? You have all these risks and stuff, and everyone's going crazy. But when it comes to cryptos, it's the one market where I've seen the greatest gains in my life. I'll even go even further. I mean, I've never seen any asset class in close to 30 years I've been doing this have the potential to offer retail investors 10x to 50x returns, which is game-changing. Though it's life-changing when you see gains like that. Even if it's simple from a couple $1,000 investment.